I wanted to give everybody a really quick tip. If you've got toolboxes like this one, where your tools fall out of where they're supposed to be. Now, of course, mine, I have this modified because this isn't the original ratchet. But if you have your original tools in there and they're falling out, you can't really do this with sockets because it would just take too much time. It really wouldn't be worth it. But if you've got like bigger pieces like ratchets, screwdrivers and pliers, stuff like that, what you can do is you can get some screws. Now, these are very short screws in what you want as well. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell. Underneath, like, it's very flat underneath. You don't want angled screws up underneath, you know what I'm saying? They'll do, but I find that these ones work better. Also, you want them as coarse as possible. You don't want like really fine thread bolts or something like that. So you get you some coarse screws like this that are really short, that are flat underneath. And what you can do is you can put, what I like to do, what I try to do anyway, is put these screws in a spot that is more underneath. It isn't quite level. Because if you put these screws up here, then it might not be able to close the toolbox perfectly, right? You go to sandwich it together and you've got one spot that's sticking up a little bit too high. But on this one, sorry, my hair's in the way. On this one, I put this one right there, but it actually works out because it's only about level with my actual ratchet here. So what you do, if you can find some sharp screws too, that works best, because then you don't have to drill like a pilot hole in this plastic. You can just press them right in and turn them in with a hand Phillips screwdriver. And then get yourself some string. Wax string works awesome because it kind of sticks to itself. And on one end, right here, you'll want to zip it down nice and tight, right? You wrap your string around it 4 or 5 times and then zip it down. I mean, it's not going to be tight, of course. It's just barely going to be snug. But that way, your string isn't going to come untied or anything like that. And then what you can do, what I've done, is run it kind of diagonally. That way, it's just it's more likely to hold in the ratchet. And then on this one, as you can see, maybe, sorry, my hair's always getting in my way, is this one's sitting a little bit higher than this one. And the reason for that is so that you can wrap it around, and then you wrap it 4 or 5 times, and then instead of your ratchet falling out every time you're going to open it, it stays. As you can see, it kind of moves a little bit, but that's no big deal at all. If you don't want to waste your time with stuff like this, that's fine. If you buy nicer toolboxes than the Walmart ones, cool, good for you. But if, you're willing to do something like this, it's a good tip.